All right, welcome and thank you for joining us. I am here with Maya Realty, Andy and Douglas. Hey guys, how you doing?
Hey, how are you?
Good. How you doing?
Good. I'm excited for this one because as you guys know, Mexico is like one of my favorite places, specifically Mexico City. You guys are in the Riviera Maya, but same. It'll be
Thank
fine. Yeah. So I'm excited about this. We're going to do Mexico versus the US. All right. Can you give us though like a little bit of an overview? Because our audience is real estate agents. What is it like to be a real estate agent in Mexico?
A lot of fun, that's for sure.
Yeah, we don't regret making our decision coming down here and opening up this company. That's for sure. We've had a pleasant experience here. I think that once you get acclimated in a place like Mexico, once you get used to the culture down here, yeah, going anywhere else just doesn't seem like we're gonna jump on that too quickly. They're gonna have to pull us out of here.
Yeah, let's back up. So you guys are originally from California, and then when did you decide to go and open up this real estate company in Mexico?
Well, it's been in the works for a few years, but as far as actual doors open, we actually opened doors and welcomed people in November. So we had been putting it together for a few years, and then eventually we all decided to jump in full board and make that decision happen. And we officially opened in November this last year.
That's awesome. Business has been booming, I see.
It's been booming.
Definitely a buyer's market now. Sure.
Yeah, for sure. That's awesome. All right. So, I mean, I'm sure everybody's going to want to like come down and be a realtor with you guys over at Maya Realty because you could be licensed, in your state and you could get a license in Mexico too. Why not? Right?
Correct. Why not?
When you're licensed, are you licensed in the whole country or you just like licensed or do business like in the area that you're in?
We're licensed in the whole country to be able to operate throughout Mexico as a whole. Correct.
Yeah, that's kind of nice because you guys, as you know, in the States, it's like by state. So I think we already began the battle and you already won one. That's better.
It's not hard winning battles in Mexico.
What's that?
So it's not hard winning battles in Mexico.
Yeah, right. Exactly. That's awesome. Okay, so let's start with our first one. So we were going to talk about like barrier to entry to home ownership. So in the States, oftentimes, I mean, you can pay cash, but most people are getting a loan right now. And there's all this paperwork and red tape. What is it like buying a property for buyers in Mexico?
So basically what it is there's a few types of buyers that come down here. Obviously there's Americans and there's Canadians, there's European, people that come from all over the world. Some of them do need financing and they don't just have the cash ready on hand because Mexico is a cash market. You definitely want to come down here and invest, but you got to do it with money, right?
Right.
So the idea is that as an American, let's just take that for an example. You're living in the US and you've established your credit and everything back home. In Mexico, you don't have any credit. It's not that you can't use credit in Mexico to buy, it's just you're not Mexican and our banks don't recognize your good credit in the States. So we assist everybody that comes down. Once we get a good idea of what they want, we take a look at how we can help them. And obviously we give them a lot of options for getting their money and bringing it down here in the best ways to do that. So we kind of help them go along.
If we because if you're buying in a different country, that makes sense. So like if you do have to get a loan or whatever, like how does it work?
Like as an American?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you just apply like you would any loan. It's a personal loan, which you're going in. So however the best avenues are, a lot of times people are able to use their properties as leverage and things like that for their bank. So it tends to be easy or it tends to be a pain in the butt. So
as with everything.
It either goes real simple or we got to work at it for a little bit. But either way, as long as you have good credit and you haven't completely ruined that over the last couple of years, which we hope you haven't.
Yeah, no,
but
definitely not.
If you did good, right now the banks in the U.S. are giving out quite a lot, and the interest rates are really good. So what we found is recently we have so many people coming to invest with us that a lot of them already figured it out before they got here. Yep, we got our money ready. We're ready
Yeah.
to go. So it's just about
Well, I
finding
think
a property.
it's like easier to take as a US buyer and buy something in Mexico than it is like the other way around, you know? So I would say, I mean, it's a lot harder for people from other countries to like come here and like get a loan and like do all that process here. We make it a little harder. Whereas like Mexico is clearly making it easier, which I don't know why we make it hard. We should make it easier in the US. We're silly.
It's okay. It's okay. Well, when you do make it easier, then that can be a win for you. Until then.
Until then, Mexico wins. I wish we had like we should have like I don't know, something that's like winner. I don't know. Yeah.
We'll put a tally.
A little bell. You know what I mean? Put
Yeah.
the little number one up.
We need like a whiteboard or something. All right, fine. Mexico wins that one. Let's talk about, I know this one's going to be ours because we always win this with people that are outside of the country.
Okay.
When you're listing a property and you're the agent, like anybody can sell it, right? Like, and anybody can market it, right? It's like an open listing, or what do you call it?
So yes, down here, it's like the Wild Wild West.
Yeah.
Everybody has the same listing opposed to in the United States where you get exclusive listings.
Right.
And that's the norm in the United States. Down here, most of the time it's open listings. Now, don't get me wrong, there is property owners that want their property exclusively listed and believe that when they give it to one person, that one person is going to put the effort, the energy, and the money it takes to sell a property.
Right.
So it's still the same, but the rules are a little different down here.
Yeah, so like that seems problematic. So like if I'm a seller, I love this idea, right? I would think theoretically I would love the idea. Like anybody can market it, anybody can do whatever they want. But as an agent, are you fully vested in selling it?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. So it just comes down to really some of the sellers down here understanding that the buyers are going to come from all over the place.
Yeah.
In a sense, it makes more sense to us. Like when we do have quite a bit of people that do list with us exclusively. And in turn for that, we obviously promote their properties a little bit more aggressively.
Right.
And we do things like that to honor their business with us.
Right.
But on the same sense, what we do is we deliver that listing to everybody that's local, all the local brokers, and we let them know that we have a way for them to come and get a nice property through us. And if they have buyers, it really comes down to your relationship with the other brokers and agents.
Yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
So it's
you don't
like,
get sidestepped every time.
but there's so many like little brokerages too, right? Like everybody kind of has their own brand.
Correct. Yeah,
It's
they
a
do.
little harder. Yeah.
It is a little harder, and in the organization in the US, how organized everything is, really makes it easier. So I have
Tell
to
me
say,
more. We're winning. Is that what I heard?
let's be honest. You do sacrifice some things when you come down to Mexico, and really good mechanics is one of them, and organization is another.
Right. It's anarchy. Is there an MLS system?
You win again.
Now I'm just making stuff up.
Let's get those out of the way. Yeah, we're actively, secretly, we can't talk about it. There's soon to come MLS. Don't worry about it. We'll handle it for you. It's just not here yet.
You're actually helping us out with that.
Yeah, exactly.
Good. So how, just to like get into the tiny weeds a little bit, how do you market properties?
So we have various points of advertisement. So apart from us having our own media team, we hired a great team out of Chile who's working with us.
Nice.
And they do a lot of the content and the creation and stuff. But once that's done, we market on several platforms. We go through everything. So apart from like social media, the Instagrams and all of that stuff where we promote our own content, we have paid advertisement, and then we target ads depending on what type of property they are, and we'll target market like in specific places in the US. And we also use Point Two Homes as one of our bigger lead generators down here.
Yeah, and it sounds like, oh, sorry, go ahead, Andy.
We are syndicated to get out to over 12 different countries, and we do have about 15 different languages that we offer our business.
Great.
We are.
Yeah, that's important that's important, I would think, where you guys are in the Riviera Maya section of Mexico and also some parts of the US too, but definitely where you guys are at, you're seeing a lot of that. Cool. All right. So I don't think we're really tied because we brought in another point that you guys had already won. So oh man, that's all right.
We're gonna go back and forth a little bit.
Yeah, right. Let's talk about tax benefits of buying a home in Mexico versus US.
Okay.
What you
Which
got?
tax would you like to talk about? You're talking about the $100 a year on average property tax that you'll pay in Mexico? That one?
That property tax, yeah.
That
Our
one, the
property,
property tax, yeah, that one. We don't, you know what it is I throw it in there every now and then. I juggle it in between my $20 water bill and my $40
oh my
internet bill.
God.
I rotate it right into those two and I don't even feel it. It's great.
Why is it so cheap?
Don't ask those kinds of questions, okay? Because they might come around and increase it. So it's like the thing that they don't really know that it's not supposed to be that cheap. So we haven't told them.
Okay, no,
You know?
don't tell them. No, for sure.
Tell. No.
No,
We
but like
our-
honestly, like where I have a couple of townhouses like in the city here in Cincinnati, and I sold one of them this year because I was like, these taxes are like ridiculous. Like I cannot make it's a rental property. I was like, I cannot make money. I can't charge enough rent to make this make sense because these taxes are like insane. It's crazy.
I think of some standard, I don't know if this is true or not. Maybe you can verify. We've been in Mexico for a little bit now, so I'd have to check in with my people. But
Yeah.
I've heard of like basic 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom condos costing north of $2,000 a year property tax. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
I can't imagine, that's really
Well, the
thing, huh?
condo that I sold, so it was a townhouse, it was 2 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. The value of it is like around 300,000 USD. The taxes were 6,000 a year. Right. And I'm in
Whoa.
Ohio. Can you imagine if it was in California, they'd probably be like 20,000.
Oh my God, I don't know how you guys do it up there. That's incredible.
We don't. I sold it. I should do a 1031 and buy something in Mexico.
Invest in Mexico.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna get you your 300,000 condo down here and it'll be about $150 a year in property tax.
That's awesome. Well, I think too, there has been talk in the US. Do you guys have like 1031 exchanges? Do you know what that is?
1031 exchange? I don't think we do that. No.
So there's currently a tax benefit here in the US that you can exchange like for like investments. So like, for example, like this property that I'm talking about was it was an investment property. So any like money that I made from that, I can defer the capital gains tax by taking all of that money and buying something else that's also an investment property. So you could sell your very expensive townhouses or condos in the city and buy something in Mexico that's a rental property and defer all the capital gains taxes here in the States.
Well, see, you can do it like that, no problem.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy. We love it. We'll make sure that it's a full-blown rental property down here registered as such.
And for qualified American buyers, we do have different tax relief programs also. So
What's that?
for qualified American buyers only, we do have additional tax relief programs that we can come up with.
Oh, that's awesome. Do you want to like give us a little sneak peek into that? So if
That's
people
all I'm going to tell you. You're going to have to contact me at Realty.
Contact me and we'll let you know how to do it.
That's perfect. Well, I think like, I mean, definitely Mexico wins, but like, you know, Mexico's the best. I love it. I'm gonna
Mexico
come down
also
there.
has much better margaritas and beaches, if we're being real. It is a beautiful place to come down to. I mean, the weather alone, I mean, I wake up every day and I look up and I promise you it's blue skies. Like it's just every day. It's just wonderful. It's great down there.
Tell us about the market, like in Riviera Maya, where you guys are at.
So the market here in Playa del Carmen is booming.
It's so good.
It's such a buyer's market. We are in the heart, so right in the middle of the Riviera Maya, from Cancun to Tulum. Tulum is exploding right now. And from Bacalar to Progreso, the whole Yucatan Peninsula with the Mayan train coming soon.
Mhm.
So this is the time to invest while the prices are down.
Yeah, because and people like it's growing now, so like invest now so that when it grows, you get return on your investment.
We didn't know what was going to happen, you know, at the end of the day. But when we started getting bombarded by buyers coming down and buying, you know, 2, 3, 4 properties, they're doing. I mean, it's insane. The people with a little, but what they realize is that they're not making any more beachfront properties. You know what I mean? We live in one of the most beautiful areas. It's in the Caribbean. I mean, to get anywhere like this, people don't realize that to be far away from the beach in Playa del Carmen means you live 8 blocks away.
That's
like
it.
that's far away. Like when you're 8 blocks out, like you're considered to be far away from the beach. Like, yeah. So I mean, the places here, like it's just insane. People are coming down from all over the world, and we're scrambling to make sure that we attend to all of them, because there's definitely
So what you're
a
saying is
surplus.
you need more realtors, so
We need
can
more
help you. Yes.
100%. Please,
We are hiring.
we are hiring. We will take you, and we will put you in front of plenty of people that are trying to spend money down here.
That's
And
awesome.
we also get to help them out in any way. You know, we really do get to bridge the gap in between US and Canada and Mexico, because we're from there. You know, we
Right.
learn to speak that. We know where we come from and how the deal is. We know
Right.
what kind of culture shocks to expect, and we kind of guide people and give them a little bit more than they're paying us for. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's
Pretty
good.
soon
That's
we'll learn how to charge.
Just to
I
give you
mean-
a quick intro, just to let you know a little bit about Dougie, he grew up all his life in Mexico, so he's American, born in California, but he was a baby when he came here, so he speaks better Spanish than most Mexicans. He could change his accent, so he's got the ins and outs, he's got the connection, the know-how, and he grew up in a real estate family here.
And my mom's originally from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay. That's close. That's close to me. Sort of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mentioned, you know, a little bit.
A little bit. So if people have questions, if they have investors that want to come down, if they want to invest themselves, or you know, maybe move there, what is the best way to get a hold of you guys?
I would say direct. I would say direct through our emails or our phone numbers. I'd be happy to give you mine, but I'm scared. I don't know how many people are watching this, so I don't want to get united.
You can contact us at info@miarealty.com.mx. You could also look us up on our website at miarealty.com.mx, on our Facebook page, Mia Realty, Instagram, Mia Realty. I recommend you guys all go check out our YouTube page and give a like and subscribe, and our information, our contact info is on all that too.
Perfect. Easy enough. Well, I appreciate you guys being on. Thank you so much.
No, thank you so
you.
much for your time. You've been wonderful.
Appreciate it.
Bye.